Hey, it's Wesley Rocha here with LinkU and creator of the Ultimate Follow-Up Machine. One of the most common questions I get asked is how often should I be following up? How often should I be following up with my past clients, my sphere, my friends, my leads, all those different things? While there isn't like a specific time frame, I can tell you that once a year is not enough. Once or twice a year is not enough, and I know that's what a lot of you guys do. If that, when holidays come around, things like that, you send out that greeting card, or you send out an email, or whatever it may be. And that just simply isn't enough to maintain that connection or relationship. Think about that for a second. Do you think that would work with your friends in your life or anyone that was semi-important to you? Probably not. Why would you expect it to work with your past clients? You really can't. So how often? Well, I usually say once a month, once every other month is probably the least amount. And the reason being is because when you're following up with them, it creates something that I call like the open door policy. So what is this open door policy? Well, imagine those experts that you know or people in certain industries. Maybe you're working on a project or you have something going on and you know that if you could just reach out to that person, ask that person a question, they could probably answer it very easily. And in some cases, you might even forget that a person like this even exists in your phone or in your database or in your Facebook friends or wherever they may be, right? Because you don't really hear from them, so you forget. And the same thing goes for your clients. They kind of forget that you're the real estate expert. Well, imagine yourself, if you needed help, how comfortable would you feel texting or calling this person if you hadn't heard from them for like months or weeks or years even? Probably not very comfortable, right? You'd probably rather just Google it or something like that. And that's kind of the same thing. You feel uncomfortable, you're not going to message them, it's been too long, and you're just not going to reach out. Even if they would love to help you, you don't know that because you're assuming they're just busy, right? And you don't want to bother them. How many times has that happened to you where you just like, oh, I would ask them, but I don't want to bother them. So you don't. Well, the same thing goes for your clients. And that's why I say you need to establish an open door policy. And the best way to do that is by following up with them more often. Simply checking in, seeing how things are going, just listening. It only takes 5-10 minutes, maybe on a call, or you can do a text, or even on Facebook, just sending a message through Messenger. However it is, just making those connections more often. What this does is it creates that open door policy. So next time that homeowner, right, that person you sold the house to 2 years ago or a year ago, by you keeping that connection nice and fresh and reminding them every single time you talk to them, yeah, if you ever have questions, I'm here for you, responding to their texts and emails when they have questions. And even if any of their friends and family have questions, I'm here for you, right? And so when you do that, you open the door, and now they feel comfortable, not just for themselves, but also for those friends and family members that they might have. Hey, there's a real estate question that comes up, or someone's looking at getting a short-term rental or investment property or anything like that. They need to know that you're able to help. They also need to know that you're not too busy to help. That is very, very key. They need to know you're not too busy to help. We've had clients, in fact, this goes back to a story which I'll just tell you now, where one of my friends, right, she had a couple clients that sold their home without notifying her. And the reason for this, when she did finally run into him, say, oh, hey, what happened? Why didn't we connect on this? They said, oh, I didn't really think of it. I just thought you were really busy. And it's like, well, why? Well, I hadn't heard from you, and, I don't know, I just thought you were busy. Now, she had emails and those little things that went out like that, but they just thought she was busy because they never heard from her. So they figured she had plenty of business. And maybe you've experienced this before. Has anyone ever asked you for permission to refer their friend to you? Like, hey, would you mind, like they're bothering you? Would you mind if I told my friend about you? Can you sell his house too? And you're like, yeah, of course, that's what I want to happen. But if you don't let them know that, right, then they're not going to think of it. And I don't mean in the way letting them know like, oh, don't forget your friend, a referral is the best compliment you can ever pay. Like I get that. I see it in the signatures, all that stuff. But that doesn't really mean anything unless you have that open door policy and unless you're consistently reaching out to them. Make sense? So anyway, I challenge you to go ahead and make a couple contacts, reach out, maybe just pick 5 random people from your phone or something, play phone roulette. Basically, you just scroll through, randomly call somebody or text them and just see, hey, it's me. Just thinking about you. How are you doing? Or it's been a while. Or I was just going through the contacts on my phone, like literally, and thought I should see how things are going. That's it. See what happens. Do they reply? Absolutely. You get to reconnect and do that. Now it's just a matter of doing that consistently. If you need help with that, obviously, you've got my machine here that can help you. Or you can simply just put in your calendar and make sure to do it each and every week and each and every month for everyone in your database. Anyway, that's all for now. I hope you found this helpful. Good luck, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.